What is the difference between a cravat and a tie? Have you ever wondered what sets a cravat apart from a tie? Both are popular neckwear, but they have unique histories and styles. Let's break it down. The cravat has its roots in the 17th century. Croatian mercenaries wore distinctive neck scarves that caught the eye of the French military and aristocracy. The term cravat comes from the French word for cravat. These neck pieces were often made from luxurious fabrics like silk and tied in elaborate knots or folds. They were typically worn tucked into a shirt or hanging loosely, showcasing elegance and status. In the 1960s, cravats made a comeback among those who embraced vintage and Bohemian styles. This was a time when counterculture flourished and people sought unique accessories. Cravats fit perfectly into this trend, adding a touch of old-world charm to modern outfits. They were often paired with headbands and other accessories, creating a relaxed yet stylish look. On the other hand, the modern necktie evolved from the cravat during the 19th century. Ties became more streamlined and standardized. A tie is a long, narrow strip of fabric designed to be knotted at the neck and hang down the chest. By the 1960s, ties were essential for men's fashion, especially in business and formal settings. However, they also adapted to the era's styles, featuring slimmer cuts and bolder patterns that reflected the youth culture and mod fashion of the time. Now, let's highlight some key differences. The cravat originated from Croatian military scarves and was adopted by French aristocrats, while the tie developed later as a simplified version of the cravat. In terms of style, cravats are wider and often tied with decorative knots, while ties are narrower and tied in a simple knot that hangs down the front. Culturally, cravats evoke vintage elegance and aristocratic flair, aligning with the 1960s counterculture's appreciation for eclectic accessories. In contrast, ties representing conventional modern menswear but also adapted to the decade's trends. In the 1960s, cravats became part of the hippie and bohemian accessory repertoire, often worn with loose clothing and headbands. Ties, however, remained common in more formal or mod-inspired outfits. Understanding these differences shows how neckwear evolved from symbols of military and aristocratic status to versatile fashion items. The 1960s was a unique moment when both cravats and ties found their place in the diverse style landscape of the time.